Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from my van down by the river. So, there's a conspiracy theory that's been brewing and concocting in my mind lately concerning the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals decision of Young versus the state of Hawaii over whether or not open carry should be the law of the land. Whether the Second Amendment does, in fact, guarantee your right to bear arms, not just to possess them, giving you the right to openly carry for self-defense. And the Ninth Circuit Court, I believe, rightfully found the Constitution to guarantee that right, and that this will be upheld rather, at the ad hoc level if they choose to go there at the Ninth Circuit Court, and also even onto the Supreme Court if they decide to hear the case, or if it somehow ends up there. So as of right now, as I see it, as an armchair lawyer, it looks to me that case law now is guaranteeing you the right to keep and bear arms, and bearing them in particular is a right alone, is a right separate from owning them. That it's not just the right to own them, but the right to carry them around as you see fit. So laws like the Portland City Ordinance against open carry should and will be challenged at some point. Is this the right time? And so I have this conspiracy theory that's been kind of, brewing, because the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has never done anything constitutional. That, they're the most unconstitutional, most biased, most kangaroo court in America. And, these people have repeatedly chosen social justice warrior ideologies over correct and constitutional interpretation of law. So they have, they're the kind of courts that they just never side on the side of the right at all in any way. So why would they now? Why now are they deciding to suddenly become constitutionally conscious? Why are they now going to be a straight and narrow court? This one decision isn't just one decision. There's been 3 decisions. The first decision was by a 3-judge panel concerning concealed carry. In that decision, they decided that concealed carry was not a guaranteed right, but open carry was a guaranteed right. That was challenged by an ad hoc panel of jurors under the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. They sent in another, I think, 8-judge panel to rehear the case. It upheld that they say that, they said that open carry was guaranteed, but concealed carry not. And then now in Young versus the state of Hawaii, they've once again said that open carry should be allowed without a license or a background check or anything. If you're legal to possess the weapon, you should be legal to carry the weapon around, loaded or not. And in Portland, even though Oregon is a open carry state, Portland is one of the cities who've taken it upon themselves to pass laws against open carry unless you have a concealed carry license. So the only way to carry a gun in Portland is with a license. Any non-licensed carrying of guns in Portland is a jailable offense. Even owning or even possessing on your person outside your home a loaded magazine in the city of Portland is a jailable offense. But under this new ruling by the Ninth Circuit Court, and at least we can not argue as to what the jurisdiction means, even if you're one of those fools that think that this decision is limited to the West Coast. Well, we're in the West Coast here in Oregon, and this Portland law is in the West Coast. So why, after all this time, though, is the Ninth Circuit Court saying, sure, you guys can carry guns, everyone can carry guns, let's all carry guns? Is this a Civil War indicator? Is the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals in on this? Are they passing these rules so that blue cities and blue states can now arm Antifa? I know a lot of you are looking down your nose at Antifa, but Antifa is just the open, immediate view of what is going on in a much deeper way, which is a left-wing communist takeover of our country. And, we've got this Patriot Prayer Rally coming up, and I'm wondering if the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals has recognized our constitutional right to keep and bear arms, because now it suits them. It suits the left. It suits the communists. The communists want to be armed now. They wanted to take our guns away, but since that ain't happening, they want guns too. So now they're on board with the Second Amendment, and this is what's happening with this decision from this radically left-wing, nearly communist court. that they violated the Constitution, in my opinion, so many ways from Sunday. And, they're just not going to, I just can't see them making this constitutionally sound decision for open carry unless it's so their people can open carry. What do you think? Is this conspiracy holding water? Is there any reason to believe that a court would kind of reverse its previous trends to find 3 times in a row within the last couple of months that open carry is a constitutionally guaranteed right? And does that mean now that the challengers of these laws, instead of being guys like me who are like, okay, I'm going to open carry and see if I get arrested, instead of it being us that's challenging these laws like we have in the past to try to firm up our right and force them to stop enforcing unjust and unconstitutional laws, it's usually gun guys that do that. But is Antifa going to be the ones that test this? And our blue state cops going to sit back and watch them because they've been coached to leave them alone because the Ninth Circuit Court says they have a right to carry their guns? So they're going to let Antifa carry when in times past we would have been arrested on the spot for carrying. Is this more of this lopsided justice? But hey, they had to let the dogs of war loose on this. If you can arm the left and Antifa can go around armed, then the Patriots can too. And we got a real problem with Portland, with the city of Portland and Portland police. If let's just say that Antifa shows up carrying and Patriots show up carrying, and the Antifa is not arrested and the Patriots are, then how can you say anything other than it's lawsuit city against the city of Portland, and let's unleash the legal law and the NRA lawyers on the city of Portland, because they will, if they're going to enforce their stupid law, they better enforce it across the board. So if Antifa shows up packing, if anybody's getting arrested, it better be Antifa and Patriots, or just whoever's carrying. It better not be lopsided, or we're going to do something. We're going to do something about it. And, if I personally got to dig in my piggy bank to hire a lawyer to file a lawsuit against the city of Portland, because honestly, I don't want to go down there unless I can carry, because they don't protect their people. So anyway, what do you think about this? Do you think the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals passed or recognized our rights for the sole purpose of making it okay for both sides to arm up for this civil war that the left seems to be trying to start against all patriots and members of America, the real Americans? Yeah, we're all being threatened by a communist takeover. God save our republic.